Have you ever had the experience of attempting to enter a body of water and feeling tentative, cautious, hesitant? And have you ever had, during that experience, somebody advise you, just dive in, just jump in, get it out the way, get it over and done with, go quickly into the water. Don't worry, you'll get used to the sensation. Get it over and done with. Have you ever had that advice? Did you follow that advice? Did you jump in, feel a rush, a big rush of sensation all at once, and then become accustomed and go, okay, now I'm in, now I'm here, and it's okay, and I can enjoy myself now? And I wonder about that advice. I wonder about the well-meaning desire in the person giving the advice to support maybe a child or a young person, maybe another adult, to not have to suffer, not have to be present with potentially uncomfortable sensations over a long period of time. Rip off the Band-Aid. Eat your veggies first. Trying to numb and overcome these strong yet difficult sensations. Maybe it's created a habit of rushing. I know for me that I tend to rush. I tend to go quickly into things. Maybe there's a fear of, or a lack of practice of, being really present with the process. And so when I slowed down in a few different ways, I started noticing more subtle sensations that when I had rushed, I was missing them. One of them was in relationships, in intimate relationships. I would feel the chemistry, the charge, the allure, and want to dive straight in. And oftentimes I would just hold my nose, jump straight in at the deep end. And then I made a change. I took some time away from relationships, years, and I did the inner work. And I decided that slower could be better. Slower would definitely be different for me. And so I tried it. And I went step by step, slowly, gently, luxuriously into love. And what I discovered was quite surprising. There was a type of awareness that I had never experienced before. There was a subtlety of sensation. There was a very delicate changing of experience as the love relationship grew and developed, that I had never spent the time and gone slow enough to witness and notice before. The slow building of feeling, of safety, of connection, having pauses and even going backwards sometimes, having gaps, allowed my system to re-regulate and come fresh again to the next interaction. When together with my love, I was able to be more present with sensations, more present with where we were at in our slow progress through stages of intimacy and depth of connection. We had agreements on where we would go on this particular catch-up, so that my system and my brain and my body knew that this was where we had agreed to be, to stay. And therefore I was able to be present in that moment. often in the past, I would be thinking about the next thing. Where is this going? Instead of where is this at? And this beautiful metaphor arose that I really want to share. My previous relationships had felt like riding waves of passion, of craving, of chemistry, surfing these waves and landing quite quickly on the beach. But going slow in this new way, feeling the more subtle shifts and changes, remaining still rather than moving with, allowed me to feel like the shifting of tide. Like I was being stable, and I could then feel a much more subtle shift in the waters, the metaphorical waters around me. I noticed the tide changing and moving. And it was really beautiful. A friend shared with me recently that after having been told, just get in the water, just quickly get in the water, she was down at the beach, going into the ocean. She took a few steps into the water and really felt the sensation of water on her feet. She took a step back, not quite ready to carry on. Noticed the voice in her head saying, just jump in, just go for it. Let that go. Let herself be where she wanted to be. Slowly, slowly entering the water, noticing the new sensations of cold on her body as she slowly, slowly moved deeper and deeper into the ocean. And she shared with me that by the time she got to her head and her shoulders, there was a level of ecstasy that she had not experienced before. It was such a beautiful experience, but also this beautiful metaphor for relating, for life, for striving, for journeying. How slow can I go? How present can I be with this particular moment? How embodied, how much awareness am I allowing myself to have? It is a way of journeying, and it brings with it a certain lush deliciousness that makes it truly worth it.